Hi, folks, and welcome back. It's great to have you with us. Kicking off a brand new week of broadcast excellence. Rush Limbaugh at 800-282-2882. Email address, lrushbaugh@eibnet.us. Grab audio soundbite number 25. The president, after addressing the governors for a short time in the White House today, had a meeting with the healthcare CEOs of healthcare insurance companies, and they came out, they praised Trump, and they say that they're ready to work with him. We have the spokesman for the group here, Daniel Hifferty. He is Independence Health Group, and then there is Joe Swedish from Anthem.
President Trump, Vice President Pence were very clear that they will work toward a smooth transition. They will continue to dialogue with the leadership in Congress, with the industry, to make sure that we put our consumers first and continue to give all Americans an opportunity to get access to quality, low-cost care. Thank you very much.
I'd like to echo what Dan Hilferty just said. The president was very engaging, very clear and open about his intent to serve the consumers, to stabilize the marketplace, and to build a healthcare delivery insurance model that works for all Americans. We're very glad to be with him today to hear that message.
Okay, now some caveats. These guys said the same thing after meeting with Obama, so you have to understand some of the dynamic here. The dynamic here is that these guys are in a regulated business, and they're having a meeting at the White House in the citadel of power with the President of the United States. And even if these guys, and who knows, I mean, these guys could be radical leftists for all we know, but they're not gonna go out of the meeting and start ripping into Trump, even if they are of that framework and that mind, because there's been a shift in America where businesses like to sidle up to government. It's protection. It's close to power. It's in a number of things. Now, I choose to believe on this one because every meeting that Trump has had, I don't think there are any exceptions to this. Every meeting with whatever group of business people or issue-oriented people, they all come out of these meetings raving. It was a meeting of some people last week. The group escapes my memory for the moment, but people in that meeting came out and said they'd never been in one like this. And my guess is that what that means is that Trump conducts meetings and actually tries to get something done rather than just have the meeting, and rather than just announce a framework, and rather than just touch on bullet points or outline points and to speak in large terms about what our 4-year objectives are. My guess is that Trump gets in there, rolls up the sleeves, and starts talking about actual work that's going to be done, things that he wants to do, things he believes the American people elected him to do. And I think it probably is a stark contrast for people who basically work in a bureaucracy, and even CEOs police their own bureaucracy. Trump is not that. He does have more in common with these guys than most elected officials would have, and particularly in the Obama administration. Obama didn't have anybody that ever worked in the private sector. All they had was a bunch of theoreticians who thought they were smarter than everybody that runs businesses in the private sector. And who knows, what kind of pressure was brought to bear. Remember, Obama's agenda was one that was to be governed against the will of the people. And who knows what kind of techniques were used to bring these people aboard in things that they might not actually support. It was a huge labyrinth. What we know after 8 years of Obama is that more and more Americans didn't want any more of it. So Trump has his budget coming up tomorrow night, which he's going to go into much greater detail on. And I think it's going to shock people. I think as Trump continues to shock people.